This is Grushk. With me is Ferg, right?
Yo, I'm not gonna cough as much.
All right. Hopefully he got some medical attention. He's no longer in imminent danger of dying. I mean, he could relapse at any time, folks, but
It might happen. So we've got Brutes versus Hydra, the battle of you and Alan.
it's uh it's a glorious day for Alan to lose. And it sucks too cuz I actually really want him to win. He's he's my boy and I'm rooting for Hydra this season. But that doesn't mean we're not going to take him down. It's just the
Yeah, I
way
think
it is.
I'm overall rooting for Hydra or KCS in the finals because Azari's on Hydra. He's my boy. Shout out to the Chinaman. And KCS has some good guys on it too. I fuck with Trace all the time, but he's a good guy, and I don't know.
So we've got the team Brutes have been running the last couple of matches is basically what has been called Heal Squad by a couple people on the forums. Grumpf, Branzel, Krillius, backed up with Ardict in his new flashy assassin form. It's very turtley style, especially with all the holy smites that can come out. We get, Meteo for the damage, all that fun business. Hydra's got their A team up with Rekla, Renthos, Aziri, and Perrin. Um, Fortunately, we do kind of have an answer for Renthos with all the holy smites. Aziri's Song of Healing kind of helps out against all the Meteo damage, but
Yeah. Every time
it's
I
not
see
perfect.
Krelios in the field, I just die inside because we could have drafted him first, and instead we took Jiren, who fucking quit DSL.
Well, you couldn't have drafted him first. I took first draft pick.
Did you?
Yeah, I traded for the first draft pick.
I believe this weed is permanent.
Yeah,
So,
Brutes.
with that being said, we could have drafted anyone else, and they still probably wouldn't have quit DSL.
But yeah, the I knew he wouldn't make it towards to the end of the first round, so I made sure that I got the very first draft pick of the season. So you could not have gotten Krillius. He is mine.
All right. Well, all right. Fair enough. I don't know. We could have had anyone though that didn't quit instead of three no shows all season.
So what did Jaren quit, or did he have like some real life stuff? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I had heard he quit, and then somebody told me he like fell off a ladder or something, and I have no idea.
So he might be back
Like
next
obviously,
season.
I don't know. I hope so because he's a good player, and like he would have been a nice asset to the team. Like the match that he did show up for, like he ran the flag well. We looked good, but then like I think Simeon's having some real life problems, and Pukchi lives in like fucking Norway or something, and just can't show up ever. And I don't know why we kept him, but whatever.
Yeah,
So
it's been a rough season, but you
yeah.
guys have done well considering.
Yeah, no, Vizats is amazing, and like Terces is a huge pickup, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
you
No,
definitely have just with you three, and Iraq has done well. His
yeah,
class is not exactly ideal,
no,
but I mean, you three as a core are very strong and have done very well.
yeah. I feel like we would have done better if we would have like kept like if we would have had solid backups because obviously like real life stuff happens for certain people. You can't show up to every single games, but like if you can't make it and then you can only field three, you're fucked.
The match is starting. We got
Okay.
the Charmies coming out for everybody, and the overlay is on, so we're gonna take that off. Ha! Okay. All right.
All right, so nothing really yet.
We got Holy
Grump's,
Flames coming down. That's just the priest way of saying no. You guys have to come over here.
yep.
You have to walk into us and give us that first hit. Of
Well,
course,
that's
Renthos
just
can turn that around with Cone. I guess that works too.
yeah, that's a losing battle for Grump if he keeps that up.
Yeah. Holy Flame versus Cone. I'm betting on the priest. Actually,
Yeah, I
I
guess.
think that actually is a winning prospect, just because you can just out heal the cone damage.
What else we got? Kind of laggy on my end. I don't know why. Maybe because fucking Canada or whatever. But
Well, that's what you get for living in Canada.
yeah. Oh well. You guys are all fucked soon, so we're good.
Aziri jumping on the warhorse, so I'm not sure if that means they're gonna try and go after Branswell or what
I don't know.
exactly.
It's
Um,
interesting to target the paladin first. Maybe try and kill him before he uses his mana or something.
Maybe. We do have the meteors coming down now, though. Rekla misses Grump with his Holy Smite. Oh yeah, that means Meteo damage. Meteo, oh baby.
I still
Somebody,
have nightmares about the last time I heard that.
some, somebody does need the Holy Smite Renthos though.
Looks like they're like Krellius is cause fatting parents. Obviously, he's the target, but parent saves are kind of shitty. I would have went for a dispel or something in there.
Um, just have a lot of damage going back on either side. Uh,
Bingo.
and that's kind of the name of the game right now, is Cone versus Meteo. Krelius has taken a good amount of damage from Perrin, which is interesting. I mean, that's not really bad though. Krelius is a freaking tank. Any damage that goes onto Krelius is damage that's not going onto somebody that's a little squishier.
Yeah, right now, who's really is Oradix the only really squishy one, isn't he? But I think because aerials don't make sense, I think they actually end up with pretty good HP for their decks and stuff. I don't know. Have you
Yeah.
ever played one?
Um. No, they're pretty squishy, but they do have good defenses.
Yeah.
Just because they have strong melee stats, but they're squishy and they're very stunnable. It's one of those classes like, or if they're on you, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Aziri is actually dropped into red health. Um,
Really?
Interesting to note. Just all the
Oh,
damage
back
is
and forth
adding
here.
up. Rinthos is AMS'd.
Oh, it's a bunch of
Uh,
potions going. I want to see some mana sanks again.
yeah, there's a lot of busted potions going off.
If Azeri doesn't mana sank, he just hates himself.
Ardict has dropped into red. Perrin has dropped into red. Aziri is back up to yellow. Reckless sighs, so I don't think he's very happy at this particular moment.
I don't know. Some running going on. I don't know.
Uh,
So Azeri's probably Song of Healing right now, so they're all
yeah,
probably going to be fine by the time any more combat takes place.
Branzil manages to remount. And sorry for the pause. I gotta type, and it's hard to type and talk, process both those thoughts at the same time. Welcome to the cast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it looks like they're just healing, and I don't know. Nothing's really going on. Does anyone have the flag yet?
No,
No.
there's no flag capture just yet. We got some mana swapping or some gear swapping going around, some healing going
Is
around.
Grubfrig reptilian bracers? What year is this?
Yeah, man, you gotta get that melee off.
Fuck, we need some
Devastating.
great hammers of war out there.
Perrin's still red health.
Now, Perrin's pretty. He's not stock. He's pretty carded up, isn't he?
Uh, Renthos does get hit with Holy Smite again, and this is looking good so far for Brutes. Although Arctic is taking a good amount of damage right there, but he just dips into red, so it's not too bad
It's
just
a
yet.
vicious beating from someone. Now, which you guys obviously have the healing advantage. It seems like you're
Yeah.
winning the head to head.
Yeah, and that's often the case. I mean, we have a lot of power to stay and stick. Um, the obviously the losses come in when we fail to move the flag, which you may
Yeah.
notice we do not currently have the flag.
Yep. Yep. It happens. Now, is your team relatively? They're new with working each other. You have some new pieces, I guess.
Uh, well, Arctic, Branzel, and Grumpf have been working together for 3 seasons now. Grumpf,
Okay.
Grumpf didn't see too many matches in his early seasons. He saw some, but we used him almost every match last season.
Right.
So Grump saw 1 or 2 seasons where he didn't get used a ton, and then one season where he got used all the time.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the main things with ACFL is like is working together because then shit happens where like you'll get screeched or something, and then if you guys can't like do stuff without like conferring, like if somebody's like leading with GTAL, that's one thing, but if you can just do it without thinking, it's a huge like advantage over any team.
Absolutely. I mean, that's always the case. It's teamwork and working together. It's one of those things. You're better off with everybody doing the wrong thing together than with 1 or 2 people doing the right thing alone.
Yeah,
So no matter what you're doing, if everybody's working together, it multiplies how effective you can be.
yeah. And then also when you start fucking with them after the match, if they did suck and they take it to heart, you just kind of end up feeling bad because they can't tell you're fucking.
And Rekla is taking a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. Perrin is still wimpying. Renthos,
Parents, parents survived for quite a while now, considering he was red, what, 10 minutes ago?
uh, Perrin is very resilient. Very, very resilient. Um, he's you can be very effective as an armsman without any health just by getting chokes off and things and wimping
Like the one
around,
he just got.
like the one he just got off onto Corellius. But at the same time, it's I do think this is going to be all of Hydra is going to get wiped in pretty short succession here, which is not terrible for them, but um, it's actually kind of starting to get drug out a little bit more.
Yeah, still no one scored. Like, this is a really long first encounter kind of thing. Like, whoever does even start the scoring, like, it could turn around at any moment because
Mm-hmm.
their mana pools are going to be drained.
Yeah, that's that can be the case.
Someone just
But
challenged me to use the word lemming in the cast. What the fuck does that even mean?
Branzel does go down. Rinthos drops into red health. Aziri is in red health, and Rinthos is chaining him. So I guess they just kind of want to both die. Um, I mean, they just want to kind of go for a wipe and try and come out strong. Aziri goes down, and then
Mentos isn't Holy Smite anymore, right? Like, he seems to be doing alright damage.
yeah, he's doing okay damage.
Okay, Renthos goes down finally, so that'll stop for a bit. Let's see who's left. Ah, you guys captured.
All right, so it's a full wipe. It does mean that the team should come back in pretty strong, but at the same time, that also means that Brutes with all their healing is going to be topped off health wise. Their mana is going to be a little lower, but when the whole enemy team is dead like this, we have a lot of mass healing available, and that's very, very efficient mana wise.
Yeah, for sure. And if
So
Oradict would have stayed jungle, you could have had even more.
yeah, but we really needed the flash and the choke on specific key targets like Bodrum. The few people that he
Yeah.
can actually choke like Bodrum, it's really important. Like Bodrum, the only way to deal with him is just to choke him and forget about him. Like
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
just let him
There's
sleep
no
the
other way
whole.
to deal with him.
You
It's
just
just
make him sleep the whole match.
yeah. Like I could if I fight him one on one, I can usually stun lock him until he doesn't really cast that much. But it's not efficient. It's going to take like 45 minutes to kill him, and then he'll withstand 20 times.
So, but I mean, by the time Hydra gets back out on the field, we'll have two flags, possibly be running the third, and then from there.
Now they could have all specifically done that. That might work out well for Hydra. You and Alan are both pretty. I don't know, you're better at this than I am, so I guess strategies will tell in time. But you guys have what do you got now? 3-2?
No, Brangel, don't pick up the flag. No, no,
So you did
why?
do that.
That is the wrong
Uh,
person to pick up the flag. Wrong person to pick up the flag.
so
Grump.
you're so there's an imminent meltdown.
No, it's frustrating. That's the wrong person to pick up the flag. You want Grump to pick up the flag because by this point he's gonna have.
Yeah, at least the paladin could rescue him across, right?
Yeah, that way you've got two rescues on him, and it basically puts you in a position where either you get the flag across and you win, or they kill the flag carrier, and he comes back out with prayer and ER, which he is not going to have right now.
Right.
So, um, yeah,
Rex
that's
choke though, so that's good.
yeah. They do get a choke onto Rekla, and he is not
Aaron,
poisoned, so he is
rookie mistake, Alan. Rookie fucking mistake, bud.
Perrin's out and gets a choke off onto Grumpf in the flag room, which is
Is Grump light sleeper? Probably is down again.
Krillius gets down.
Or no, that was Rekka last time. So many shitty clerics with shield strike.
And Brandel's going for the Ray blind now. Ray or Smite blind on the Perrin would be equally effective at this particular point. Um, all right, Arctic does get the instant choke off onto Rekla.
Nice. Good job, Arctic. Oh, Azeri breaks Brands also.
There will be, and then takes a Smite blind in return.
Huh. Could be interesting. Ardix on Azeri, getting actually nice rounds on him.
Oh, my tells that I was trying to send may not have been going out. I don't know.
Huh. Okay, so
But
Renthos cast.
yeah, he does pick up the flag, and he's chaining Grumpf, which is actually good for us. So I'm okay with this.
Azeri's choked. Grump's blizzarding. I guess. Giving up on Medio.
Well, prayer drops,
Ah,
so you kind
Grump's
of
dead.
yeah, which is good for us. This is actually,
Right.
I mean, he should have had the yeah. This is good. This is good basically, because like I said, he's gonna come back out before they can finish the match, even if they do manage to wipe us, Grump is going to come back out with full health and mana and prayer and medio and all that fun stuff.
Interesting. Perrin choked Branzal's mount, which is kind of smart because now he can't move unless he
Mm-hmm.
dismounts, which is like another round leg.
Perrin just getting tons of chokes off right now.
Yeah. Zeri appears to be doing math. So So that should benefit them soon because I have no idea where he is.
Yep. Right now we just got. He was so close. Branzel's 3 rooms away, but Renthos does have the flag and is moving towards his his own flag room.
Perrin doing nice damage to Oradict.
Yep. Perrin appears to be protected against Oro, and Ardict is not protected against him.
It's still amazing how well aerial assassins hit. Like I would have never thought that.
Branzel just trying to rescue Oro as much as possible.
Perrin sank drop
Trying
and
to
took fast.
keep him alive and draw damage onto the tanks.
Corellius and Reckless seem to just be on like a head-to-head battle right now.
Reckless or Oro is taking a lot of damage here. But Branzel is just getting constant rescues onto him. And Branzel going for another smite blind.
Oro gets his shield disarmed. That has a backup.
Perrin did put his flails out, so he's going to go for an entwine.
But he gets choked.
He does get choked off of that. Renthos is still chilling in his flag room. Aziri gets choked. Branzel lays Oro, so there's no more threat from entwine there.
Reckless gets a nice enough Shadow Knight round onto Corellius.
And at this point, Hydra has retreated to heal up a bit. But I don't know if that's going to work out for them. They just don't have as much healing as we do. Even at this point, I feel like my team's probably still feeling pretty good. And Aro gets a choke off onto Aziri, so it's a 2v3 here. Perrin doing a lot of damage to Corellius, but not enough. And Grumph is out. Grumph is on the field, and that's gonna. I think that's gonna kind of end things.
Is he gonna do Medio a bunch, and then you're gonna make this weird noise?
That's probably gonna happen. Yeah.
Here it is. It's starting.
Grumph does get dirt kicked. Did he get Holy Smited? Yes. Rekla did hit him with the Holy Smite. So it's going to mitigate the damage a little bit, but it doesn't make it go away. It's still pretty nice damage. It's like a full hitter round, basically. It just spread out across the group.
Yeah, I don't know. I never played a priest. I would just get denied or something.
Perrin does get a choke off onto Aro. And then Grumph is just continuing with the Meteos.
Yeah, but I can't even tell who's winning these rounds.
The team with more healing is winning the rounds.
Fair.
Corellius is the target, and Branzel is just rescuing off of the
So is Renthos even? He just captured and then just stood there, right?
Renthos is just sitting in the Hydra flag room, waiting for this to end, basically. And I mean, at some point, you have to say, "I gotta help my team. They're losing this fight." Especially now that Grumph is out, and it's turned from a 3v3 into a 4v3 that they were already losing. I don't see the value in having Rinthos continue to just chill in the flag room.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
But sometimes when
Perrin's
you get out, it's a trap. But in this case, it isn't.
it works when you're the team that is more resilient and has more healing and can kind of sit back and turtle, but you can't do that. I mean, Grumpf just came out with a full pool of mana, fresh ERs for everybody.
I feel like anytime you start a Scald or any sort of Jong or something with like Song of Heal, you should kind of go out as like a four v anything and just try and use Song of Heal to your advantage and crush people.
Yeah, try and get that fighting health going off, and that's where
Yeah,
Song of
if
Healing really
you kill
shines.
healers before they can use their mana, what good was their mana? And then you have a huge advantage.
Well, the big advantage to Song of Healing versus other heals is like you can fight and heal at the same time.
Yeah,
So like it just makes it impossible to get any momentum going against the Song of Heal.
exactly. Like we've had several matches where we just Sabian just spams Song of Heal throughout the whole fight, and then me and Zath in offensive just do all the melee while like Terces dispels or something, and like it's very effective. I feel like they
Rinthos
gotta,
prays for transportation. I'm sorry, buddy. There's no escaping this.
which one's the immune to dark powers? Isn't that a buff Krelius should have had out like way earlier? Must have wore
It
off.
wears off.
Okay.
It doesn't last forever. It's that's the one that makes you immune to like E drain
Okay.
and dark damage.
Right.
So it's
It's
yeah,
more healing now, I
I think
guess.
it doesn't last forever, and it definitely doesn't last as long as this match has taken so far.
No. No, this is a slow one. And every time they go off to heal, like I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to talk about, but they're just going off and healing and nothing's really happening.
All right, well, it's showtime apparently. This is the big fight. Grump misses his holy smite. Um, he is himself still holy smited. It looks like. Nope, there it goes. It wore off.
Oh, all right. Ordick taking quite a bit of damage.
But
Still more nothing.
yeah, I mean, he's in yellow health. There's not much.
Well,
Grumpf does
that's
get
just
choked. That
so that
slows
could be
down. It does slow down the Meteos for a bit. Why is it saying no microphone detected? You can hear me, right?
yeah. It sounded all fucked up for a second, but you're good now.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what that was about.
The Matrix.
Uh, Ardict is taking some damage now. He's dropped into red, but Branzel's still rescuing him. Um,
Yeah,
make sure.
Parent looked like he was going for the reach out on Grump to keep him and Medio down. I can't tell if he just hates Medio or he doesn't want to hear the excitement.
Yeah. Well, Krelius taking a good bit of damage now. Um, and Ardict is no longer able to just kind of sit in the way. But Branzel is, and he's still getting those rescues off. Brenthos
It
is
seems like,
goring.
I'm not. It doesn't seem like anybody's really getting like good targets picked or anything. Like nobody's
Um,
really taking a beat and
Perrin
spread out.
does manage to choke Grumpf again, which means we're still losing Medio.
And Perrin's in flail, so he's
Oh,
trying to. Oh, failed in twine.
Ardict. Oh, did he not? No, he got it. He got the entwine onto Aro.
Oh, it
And
looked like
Aro,
it failed.
no, and Aro Dict does go down. Rinthos is taking a lot of damage now as well. He is AMS'd, and he's taking a lot of melee damage against people that he is not protected against.
Now, does he have steals? Not that it matters, but
Whoa, Flurry drops onto Krilius. And Krilius may actually go down here. Cross kick.
wow, huge round on
Whoa,
Crowley.
huge round. Cross kick doing major damage.
Oh, he's out though. He's out. Bransall rescued him, but Azari's on him now.
There is no longer the lay option.
Oh, he used it already?
He did. He
Or
used the lay earlier on Ardict.
oh,
Branzel still getting rescues off.
oh,
Oh,
Bransall's
but
raked.
there's the eye rake, which means no more rescue.
So Krelius basically will be doomed soon enough. Some more big rounds.
Grumpf gets choked again. Krillius does drop. And
Yep.
that leaves just Branzel and Grumpf on the field.
Now, how did they do for staggering kills? Like,
It's all pretty staggered, but Renthos is moving.
okay, so they'll try to score now. Try for the comeback 3-2.
So I think Hydra is going to get a score here. They're going to get at least one capture. Um,
Full disclosure, I'm just eating prosciutto and drinking beer in my kitchen. Up.
and Rekla does get the flag.
Looked like they tried for a speed cap there.
Um, Renthos trying to get some work done with AMS and Chain. Grump finally awake.
Was he not poisoned?
I think
Or
he
did they
got
just.
cured,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and he gets choked again. Grump's having a bad time right now. I think this turnaround so far has been entirely on the back of all these chokes onto Grump. Perrin has
Yep.
managed to keep him out of the fight for this entire 4v4, and that is huge.
Yeah, Parent's doing a really good job with his jokes. There isn't that many armsmen really left in the league, but most of the ones that are left are very solid with them.
For sure. And for some reason, people are actually PKing during ACFL. I'm not sure what that's about. Come watch the
Where?
match. Come watch the match, people. Come on.
Well, why would they do that when they can listen to the cast after and get PKP or whatever people care about now?
Grumpf is up and dropping meteos once again. I think Rekla is going to get this next capture.
Yep, there it is. So with that, now it's getting a little tight.
Yeah, but Brute should be coming back out and coming back out strong as soon as Ardict hits the field again.
Yeah.
And I
Plus,
don't
fighting hard is annoying because he makes sure you're deaf the whole fight.
and I don't believe that Renthos has got to be running out of mana,
Hmm.
and Aziri can't have too much Song of Healing left. So I mean, it's
I don't know. Azeri, I just fought him at AGL, and I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he can stay alive forever.
and Ardict is back out, and immediately takes a crap load of damage. Whoa, Ardict, buddy, don't die, don't die.
Oh, a lot of damage on the Grump too. Perrin is just
Branzel takes a lot of damage off of Cone,
wow.
but Meteo is throwing out some pain.
Yep. Perrin's getting the brunt of it, and then also Reckless Mound.
Yeah. And Grumpf does drop into red HP. He is taking a lot of damage.
And he should be nowhere near out of his mana pool by now.
No, especially not with all that napping he's been doing.
Exactly. With ER, he's having a good time. Rand's all taking some big rounds too.
Arctic needs to stay alive, though. He is taking way too much damage here. Uh, Branzel's
He's,
mount does get dispelled,
whoa,
and
huge round. Azeri stunned him.
Arctic is just taking so much damage here.
Everything I said about aerials earlier, I take back.
It's the thing. They can do a lot of
Oh,
damage.
Grump's
Grump
eyes.
goes down.
Wow. Toasted by Reklo, so he doesn't have that much HP left, but who has the flag?
There's no captures just yet.
Okay.
Arctic
Or
goes down.
goes down. Wow. He went down quick.
And this has just been a massacre in this last engagement.
I can literally hear the hope just drain.
Krillius is out and gets choked immediately. Branzel still just interrupting the captures. But it's a 2v4 right now. And
Yes.
as injured as Hydra has to be, this is still not a strong position for Brutes.
No. I feel like they just lost Flash too. That's a huge interrupter, right?
Yeah, you just lost Flash. You lose, Choke. You lose. Really, just Flash on its own is huge. Just to try and keep the enemy team from the targets they want to be on.
Looks
And
like they're just cruising across.
mm-hmm.
Anybody
Azirius,
counting or anything? What's going on in that camp?
Krillius does wake up.
It's just a lot of moving. No one's really done anything in a while. Oh, here we go. Somebody missed a charge. So it looks like Krellius is trying to take out Rekla. I don't know how much he's been able to heal since the last engagement, but it was only a toasted, so.
They're going after Rekla, and I don't know why. Aziri has the flag. And they're just letting.
They're killing your boner. That's what's
They're just.
happening.
What are they doing? They're just letting Aziri go. I don't understand. And that's the rescue. That's going to be game.
Yep. Wow. What a
I
comeback.
Well done by Hydra, but again, I just feel like we had the game in the bag, and then just a series of misplays drops the ball
As has been
unnecessarily.
the story all year. Oh,
Well,
well, there it is. Well, Hydra moves up. I don't know. I don't know how the playoff bracket works or anything, but they must be second seed, right?
they are second seed, and they have potential to make it to the first seed if
So
matches
who are,
fall the right way.
okay, so what's the playoff picture anyway? So who's third and fourth? Obviously, Stars are first.
Well, it's top three go to playoffs, and that's going to be Stars, Hydra, and Sharks.
Oh,
I don't believe there's any wiggle room there. The only real contest here, I think, is going to be whether it's Stars or Hydra in that first position with the bye, and then
uh,
whoever gets that first place seed gets straight to the finals, and the next two teams have to duke it out. So it's a very good spot.
well, I thought it was the top four. We need to get that expansion team going. Then there's totally room. There's enough players and interest every week. Like who? How many people are on right now? 124 people online. Like that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure we could fill another team.
Potentially, but I don't know. Even if you look at, we had a very good sign up this year.
Yeah.
So we do have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there are 10 undrafted players. So if you look at that, you can say, hey, yeah, that can be another full team. But then there's no players left for teams to, like, when somebody doesn't show up. And if you keep in mind, there's like probably 10 players that have not shown up all season that need to
Right.
be replaced already. That's kind of that right there.
So what you're saying is I should not root for this extra expansion team until after we've filled our slots.
Basically, yes.
Excellent.
Well, it would
Well,
be fantastic
Rex.
to have an extra team. I also think it's healthier for the league to have a pool of players that can actually fill in absences rather than just having every team and then no pickup available, because every team or several teams have needed to pick players up, and then like let's see who you guys picked up two players. Um,
No, we only got one. We got Erock in the for the waivers.
you got Sabian as well. You signed.
Oh yeah, we did get Sabian, who is our starter. So yeah, yeah. It's nice to have that pool to pick from. But we still had like two people to we should have like dropped.
Yeah, exactly. And then but that was a good match. Well done by Hydra. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for joining me on the cast. Have a good night.
Thanks for having me. Later.